Oh hi, I'm Suze. I'm making videos about all the really important stuff happening in the economy that no one's really talking about, and this video is about work. Now you might say everyone is talking about work and jobs, but the way some people talk about it, I just kind of wish they'd stop. Anyway, we're not just talking, we're walking, and I'm going to take you on a walking tour of the concept of work. So I run tours of the economy. I started making them into films, and I love filming them because they're outside, beautiful, glorious British summertime. There are no distractions, and also we get to show you some really special and glamorous places around the UK. And it doesn't get much more glamorous than where I end this tour. I actually filmed it a little bit earlier when it was really sunny, but I'll give you a little sneaky peek. Don't build up any great expectations as to what it is though. That was a clue, great expectations. By the way, the park I'm in now is really important. I'll tell you why it's important and why I brought you here at the end of the tour, but I think we should just go. Okay, let's go. So first up, what actually is work? Now that might seem really obvious because we ask each other, what do you do all the time? But if I told you what I did with my time, you probably wouldn't be that impressed. I was trying to film this up on that street. That's what this stop is about. And I dropped my phone into this bin, so I had to scale a wall to come and get it. That's what I've been doing. But also people do really valuable things with their time, like look after children. We don't classify that as work. So what we generally mean by work is what do you do for money? But again, that isn't quite right, because a lot of people make money not from work, but from having returns on assets like shares or property. But it's rude to ask about that. So generally what we mean by work is what do you do for wages? You can often tell what people did by the names of streets and pubs. So there's the Miller pub for people that milled corn, there's Weber Street for people that made cloth, that's what Webers were. And I'm here near to Lance Street, and Lant is actually urine, however that was used in lots of processes like making leather, tanning, and lots of people made leather around here. It's a big area for that. It was also a road where Charles Dickens lived for a bit, and in fact loads of roads around here are named after Charles Dickens. And we're going to talk about Charles Dickens later in the tour and the many prisons of his personality. The many prisons, or you could say the many prisons of his personality, which is a clue for the last stop that we're going to go back to, if you like clues. Do hope you like clues. Another thing about work is that a lot of English names are named after what people used to do, like baker, carpenter, gardener, smith, blacksmith. I don't know if I'm trying to get out of here, sorry. Smith, blacksmith, tanner, leather tanner, gardener, carpenter, park keeper. I mean, you get the general idea. But I will just say that although people were named after their trade or craft, people in this time period, the medieval time period, weren't reliant on wage labour in the way they are today. Also, people could be a little bit vague about what they did even then. Let's pop round the corner to the market and have a think about that. Hey, now, something else to notice about Britain is that people can be a bit vague about what it is they actually do, and this happened historically as well with the term merchant. So people use that term and it could mean lots of different things. It could mean like nothing allowed around here, and it's okay if they specify like potato merchant there, wine merchant there. I love potatoes. It's just if they don't specify, if they're vague, then that is a bit of a red flag. So for example, often people that were slave traders said they were just merchants, or people that sold guns or drugs like opium. Some people were even more vague, didn't even use the term merchant, they just called themselves philanthropists or men of God. Anyway, that's Southwark Cathedral there, nothing against that, lovely place. And I've brought you to a market, and the market I brought you to is the historic Borough Market, one of the oldest markets in London, been a market here since the 12th century. It's quite a posh market today, and I actually used to work here.
I need to find the time. It's always about prioritisation.
Sorry, quite a lot of it's actually closed today. I should have maybe brought you here a bit earlier. And at this market, you do actually sometimes get named after the thing that you sell. And I used to get called Plate Lady because I sold plates. And we called the person that sold tea, Tea Man, and the person that sold bread, Bread Man, and the person that sold cider, Cider Man. I mean, you get the idea. But it's quite a posh market. So the person that sold olives was called Olive Man. And there was also Ostrich Lady who sold ostriches.
Yeah. But they still have good processing plates.
Yeah.
God, do you want to be in the film? Oh, it's not live.
Yeah.
But yeah, be in it.
Okay.
Say hi.
But there's not people there.
No, no one here. So
Right. And we are in the historic Borough Market right now, and I've got something very special to show you. If you're interested in town at the film. This is Richard Bramble,
Yes.
British artist and designer, and actually Susie Steen, famous economist, before she made it, used to sell these plates.
I used to sell the plates. I was called Plate Lady. And Charlie, what do you sell?
I sell ham and cheese.
Do people call you Ham and Cheese Lady?
Maybe behind my back.
Okay, well, Lynn, to be confirmed. Anyway, that was nice bumping into Charlie. She does tour the Borough Market, so you should check that out. I'll put a link to her website.
Do it,
Yeah, okay, all right then.
All right, cool.
Well, that was nice to run into Charlie. Raining. It's started raining, so I've been trying to wait for it to stop raining. I've eaten a cake and a vegan burger, and now I've got another cake, but we are going to keep going. But let's just sum up what is work, and I'll throw the question back to you. What do you do? What do you think work is? This is very nice from this Italian place. And what I'm suggesting on this tour is that work is a concept. And its meaning has changed over time, but right now it generally means what you do for wages. So what we're going to do next, we're going to go around the corner and think about where this concept came from. I'm going to finish eating my cake. Oh, I wonder what this is. Car park, I think.